Well, it's time for
I gotta tell what I feel.
Russ's Rant.
Russ's Rant. Yes, yesterday we were talking about the alarming numbers of brutal force being used on people of color as opposed to people who are not of color by some of the police out there in the street, whether they're Capitol police officers or whether they are, police officers like in your neighborhood. It's interesting because I was looking at an article with I was watching a show with Charlemagne the God, who was on with Ari Melber on MSNBC. He was talking about, I get nervous when I see a police officer pull up behind me. I want to pull over and let them pass by me. I do the same thing. I have to be worried about that because I'm a person of color. And I know a lot of you are going to stop whining, stop being a victim. I'm sorry, we are a victim. The numbers are disproportionate. You know, it was so shocking when Armstrong Williams came on my show yesterday. He's an ultra conservative, and he said this.
Categorize blacks as angry and unstable, come from broken families, but yet when it's these young, angry, white killing machines, we spot off this crazy stuff. We need to find mental facilities and help and get more outreach, and we get stuck in this similarly apologetic note. But nothing you hear when it's a Muslim or when it's black, none of that you hear. But when it's these angry young white men, the media continues to give them a pass. The suburbs have become one of the most dangerous places in America.
I thought, I could have sworn in the past, Armstrong and I have had arguments about him taking the opposite position, but I could be wrong. But he was so dead on right there. Because let's talk about Miriam Carey. I don't know if you know who she is. A couple of years ago, she was obviously distraught. She had her child in her car, and she drove up near the White House, and they lit her car up with a baby in there. Lit her up. She was killed. However, Jessica Ford, who was about her third attempt to jump the fence at the White House with a pistol, she's doing fine now. She got a little help, and she's out and being a contributing member to society. I'm not going to even give the guy's name, the Waffle House killer, who went to the White House with weapons. They took his guns from him and gave them to his father. His father gave it back to him, and he went and killed some people. There's a double standard that's going down. And we shouldn't have to fear every day that when we're pulled over, that this could be a chance that this person could end my life on some BS. It is a fear, and it's a real fear that we have. And it's a fear that, unfortunately we have to live with, and we've got to tell our kids. Listen, I don't want you popping off on these people. And we've been through that, and I'm not going to get into that argument. But I got to tell you, it is at a point right now that it's dangerous. There is an air out there where people are just taking advantage of this hate that's permeating our society. It's unfortunate. That's my rant.